Hi everyone. Just taking an assessment of what we were able to accomplish yesterday. We're still going to be cutting some more trees here. We're going to start with this big one right here this morning. Then we're going to go to these 4 or 5 over here. And then we're going to come over here to the cabin and get all of these cut down. And then once we get these cut down, we're going to wrap around the back so you can take a look and see what this area looked like yesterday. It's like that behind the cabin also. This is what it looked like yesterday on the side of the cabin. So we're gonna get all of this cut down. Whatever tree in here is dead, we're gonna get it cut out too. We got some pretty tall stumps we're gonna have to cut down as well, so. But it's looking good, looking good. Here's my beautiful wife. You ready?
Well, today we decided to get more protection.
Yes. Aside
from our chaps that we're gonna be wearing and our gloves, we have our eye protector also because it's been very difficult with all those sawdust on our eyes. Jack and I were yelling at each other yesterday, so we now have our headset where he and I can talk.
Yes.
And not have any problem.
Yeah, the other leg is done now. I'm working on your left leg. We have 4 straps per leg, 1 on the thigh, 1 behind the knee, 1 just above the calf, and 1 just below the shin. Now these are very important to have on when you're using chainsaws, especially in a wooded area. If you slip and fall, there's good padding on it, but most of all, it protects you from that chainsaw. If in case it slips, the blade goes toward your leg, you don't get hurt. We also have these protective gloves for chainsaws. We've got our hearing protection, our earmuffs on so that we can communicate, because yesterday was pretty loud. We were yelling and hand signals and it didn't work very well. So today we decided to step it up a little bit. We went with our safety glasses and our headsets, so that I can hear my wife and she can hear me when we need to do a certain move. So she's going to be pulling the trees as I cut them down. Yeah. And that's important, so she'll know when to pull and when not to pull. And
because yesterday we were doing like the airport, like
flagging them in,
like this. So it was okay when it was still bright, but when it got darker, it was so hard to see what is he trying to signal. And I kept yelling, and plus also this one protects our ears from the noise.
That's correct.
Because you always need to protect your ears.
Always.
This one protects it, and then also he and I are on the same frequency. So now we can talk to each other, and we don't need to worry about miscommunication when it comes to the cutting today.
We decided we're going to step up our game and go with as much protection as possible. I can't wear my safety hat that I have right now with the shield because we need to be able to communicate. But if I was by myself out here, or if she was doing something and away from me, I would wear my safety hat and earmuffs with the protective shield.
It wouldn't fit?
It won't fit over this.
What is this?
That's to tighten up the bracket around the head. And it has to fit on my forehead. Try it, let's see. It's gonna pop off.
Like that?
Yeah, but it's still gonna pop off. I feel it squeezing up right now. It's not designed to have earmuffs on. That's why it has earmuffs on it already.
Okay.
Yeah. We tried. So we have these 5 right here. We have this one big one in the middle. And then we have these 4 up right behind me here that we're gonna cut. And then we're gonna go to the back of the shed and cut the ones that's back there that are towering over the shed and cut the ones around it as well, okay? Before I was using these tie-down straps, which worked pretty good, but we decided to up our game a little bit. This is a rhino strap, and it comes with the shackle, 2 shackles. So I can tie it down, I can loop it where I need to loop it.
We also ended up getting another saw so that we have a backup so that I can help a little bit.
So as we bring these big trees down, Tony is gonna cut the limbs off of it. So let me show you that nice one we got for her. Here is my Rancher 455 20-inch from Husqvarna. Very good, so I'm very pleased with it. So we got Tony this 14-inch, her own personal chainsaw. And it's great for cutting limbs off of trees that we've cut down.
For smaller trees, I was able to cut yesterday.
Sure was.
My only problem is I still need to learn how to turn it on. I need to improve my upper body strength. Jack right now is still pulling it for me, but I will get better.
Oh yeah.
I promise.
She does good cutting, so I'm sure she'll get there. All right.
Okay.
So here we go, guys. We're going to go ahead and get our 455 Rancher started here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the choke on it. I'm going to give it a couple of pulls. Looks good. So pull off a brake. Ready to go. We're going to go over here to our big tree and we're going to make our first cut. It's important when you start your first cut that the tree falls where you want it to fall. So, all right, I need to move my ladder out of the way. I don't want the tree to fall on it. Now that I've gotten the ladder out of the way, we're going to go ahead and start up our Husqvarna. We're ready to go. Here we go. Put the brake on. There we go. Take the brake off. Okay, here's the first cut, guys. Almost there. Okay guys, here we go. There she goes. Beautiful. That was beautiful, guys. Let me cut the branches off. The next one we'll have it fall backwards so we can pull the base out. These branches, no matter if you drop it forward toward where you want to drag it, you're not going to drag it out with those branches on it. Okay. Now I can cut it right here and pull this over, and then you can pull out the big part of it. Okay, so now I'm going to put a sling on it because I cut off the top portion of the tree so we can drag out the bottom portion of it. So give me a second here, guys, while I get this sling put in place. And then we're going to connect it to our side-by-side and pull it out. Now that I've got the sling on the part of the tree we want to pull out, I'll get my foot untangled out of these vines. I'm going to connect it to our Coleman side-by-side to the winch on it, and we're going to back it out. We don't need to pull the winch out because we got plenty of sling here for it. And then attach it to the Coleman.
This is the one I'm pulling at the bottom, right? The base?
You're pulling the bottom section first.
Okay.
And then you can come back and we'll get the top section.
Sounds good.
Now it's in the hook, it's in the sling, ready for you to drag it back, darling. Hold on a second. Okay, go ahead. Come forward. Turn this way. Now turn that way. Keep it just like that, and I'll back up. Go ahead. Hold on. Yes, the stump's in the way. I got to get my tractor to lift it up over the stump, okay? No, we're not lifting that tree by hand. That's too heavy. That's where we drug it to, guys. Go ahead and get in position. Yeah, you're good right there. All right, on to the next tree, guys.
Well, we have a little bit of a dilemma here. This tree that Jack cut supposed to have gone this way. For whatever reason, it went the other way. So now Jack is going to put a strap on it and then pull it to where we need it to go. So what's our game plan here? We're gonna grab the bottom.
Going to grab the bottom and drag it out. Bring your combing up. No, 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 no. Not the winch. You could just come on. Drive forward. Okay. Okay, back up. It's not going to fall over you. Pull the bottom. Hold on. Come forward. I'm thinking I'll put the sling up here, go around that tree, get the winch, bring it here, and winch it back that way where it falls. And we'll winch the heaviest part of the tree toward the back of the woods here. That way it falls slowly toward these other trees instead of coming toward the front. As you pull it, the top will be pulled back that way where the bottom come out. It's not gonna slingshot out. I'm gonna take the tie off the bottom. I'm gonna go around that tree over there with it, come back through so we can hook it up to the winch. And that way when you pull, it's pulling down that way and it won't hurt anything. It'll be easier for you to pull it straight out once I do. I'm looking for my shackle.
Right here.
Thank you, babe. All right, babe, let me have that winch. Okay. All right, tighten it up. All right, go ahead and back up. Just back up slowly. Keep on. Go, 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 go. All right, that's good, that's good, that's good. No more, no more. Pull your deal in. All right, that's good.
It worked.
It did. And I'm also gonna get my sling from around the other tree. Here we go. Come on forward, babe. Winch it in. All right, go ahead and back it out. Let me cut it. Guys, this tree is too big to pull out like it is because it's digging into the soil. So we're gonna cut it in sections. We're gonna cut it to where we can pull out this large stump part of it first. And then we'll come back and get the rest of the top of it. So here we go. Go ahead. While she's dragging that one off, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put this other sling on the other portion of this tree. Give us extra length on it. All right, here we go. Get it around this portion right here. All right. That's in place.
You know what would be easier for me so that I get more space here?
What's that?
Is if I'm gonna run this way.
Okay. Yes, there's another part to winch. I've already got it tied up so we can just drag it out.
Okay. We still need to pull this. Other half of the tree that fell that way, and then the top half of the other tree. It's gonna be some more, a lot more, so we have to still cut that, this one right here, and then this 5 right here that has pink.
All right, let's take another assessment of the area. So far, we've brought down 3 trees, and something that we've learned from the experience with that last tree is we want to definitely tie them off where we can pull them in a direction and have them fall where we want them to fall. Over here, where you see all these trees down, I was able to get the tractor and the grapple and pick them up in sections. Now, the longer the tree, you have to cut it up in sections. So one we cut up into 4 sections and one we cut up into 3 sections. So that makes it easier to pick them up and get them out of here. Now, what we're gonna concentrate on now are these 5 trees right next to the cabin. We're gonna do these next before we go on and cut these 4 trees out, okay? Here we go. Let me go up the ladder and tie this off, get it in position. So when I start to cut it, Tony is going to back the side by side, the UTV up, pulling it in that direction over there. Here we go. And what I do is I get it up high, as high as I possibly can. Wrap it around a couple of times, guys. Now that one's ready. we're gonna stretch it out over here. And we want it to fall in this area right in here. So if our strap is long enough, that's good. We're gonna bring our UTV in and hook it up to the winch. And as I begin to cut, she'll back up just a little bit and we'll bring that one down and then we'll do the next 4 the same way. So let me get my headset.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, you ready?
Alrighty.
All right, come on.
It's good protection. In your eyes, make sure you have.
Yeah, let me get my glasses. Okay, my eye protection is on. I have my one glove on, all 5 fingers. My Husqvarna chainsaw, ready to go in action again. We're gonna move this ladder out of the way, guys. We'll move it to the next tree in preparation for the next one. The stump. All right, that's good. You can clear it now. So she ran into this stump right here, and this is one I'm gonna cut down before we get out of here today. Yeah, that one's gotta go, most definitely. So, now she's got that in position, let me go and get my winch. I need the winch. Okay. That won't come apart. I'm gonna go over here so you can see which tree we're gonna cut first. We're gonna do this baby one and its twin, and then we're gonna move up to the larger 3. So these should come down pretty quickly. And here's another stump I'm gonna have to get out of here, guys. Look at that stump. Yeah, we're gonna get a stump grinder, but some of these are just too tall to leave behind for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get that cut. Babe, I'm just cutting this stump right quick, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and get this other stump out of the way, guys. As you can see, every little bit helps. Especially when you're in here trying to drive with your tractor. These can be a nuisance. I'm gonna have to grind up these stumps. Right now, I've got a bunch of chips for firewood for my pit, my fire pit. I've got another stump here, but that one is no hurry. These are already cut over here, guys. I'm gonna take my grapple once I cut these down, grab those with it, and bring them all out one time, one sweep. You ready, my dear? Okay, here we go. Okay, while she's getting in position, I'm gonna grab my saw. Just pull the slack out. Okay, here we go. Back up. There you go. Okay. Stuck in the trees. You can't pull it. Leave it like that. Hold on, hold on. Hold it, hold it. Well.
Did it damage yet?
No. Don't do the winch anymore. Leave it like that. Okay, don't do the winch if I'm not pulling it. It balls it up. Some more? Okay. Okay.
Okay, I have to go that way, huh?
Yes, come forward. All right, now back up. Let's set these back up here. You gotta protect it as much as possible. Bring your horse in. Your winch. All right, babe, sweetie, there you are. Come forward. Some more. Some more. Some more. All right. Now what she's doing is pulling the top part out that snapped. Here it comes. Yep, here it comes. It's gonna spin it around. Good job, babe. Keep going. There we go. Now let me go get my sling for the next tree. That's good. Let me get the sling off. All right.
Yeah, but backing up straight will be easier, you know?
Yes.
I was gonna move that base so that I have clearing here when I'm driving. Where's your tractor?
Right there.
Just pick it up and move.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna put our straps on the second tree now. One that I have the ladder setting up against. This will eliminate all the pine needles on top of the shed too, folks. Because we're getting a lot of pine needles up here. Because 3, 4 of these 5 trees have already died. Next thing that's gonna fall off is tree bark, and that's when it's way too late to estimate what's gonna happen with which way they fall. So we just gotta remove them now. Get the winch. Okay, let me have the winch. Other way. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay, pull the slack out. That's good.
As Jack assessed the situation, he noticed that there's just too many trees down on the ground already. So instead of cutting more, he decided to just start using the grapple and pick them up and clear the area so that it's easier for us to work around.